Now, isn't it beautiful to know that anytime you go over the street of social media, there's always something trendy to talk about. There's always something new, always something fresh. If it's not from the national scene, it's from the local scene or the entertainment scene. Anyway, welcome to TMI Socials, right here on independent television. I am Anuoluwapo Stevens, here to take you on a wonderful journey on social media. Let's kickstart with a national story now. President Bola Tinubu has directed a major slash of travel delegations for all federal government official trips within and outside the country. The Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, disclosed this yesterday during a press briefing at the State House in Abuja. According to the Special Advisor, the directive means a 60% slash across the board and affects all MDAs, including the Office of the President, Vice President, and of course the First Lady. Additionally, when any international travel is being approved, the following limits have been placed on all ministers of the Federation. 4 members of their staff, appointees, and the likes will be allowed to travel with a minister on official trip. Henceforth, the president is insistent that the notion of government wastage, the notion of recurrent expenditure being in excess, the notion that government officials will be allowed to conduct their affairs in a way that is different from what we are asking of Nigerian citizens concerning prudence and cost management, those days are over. End of quotes. Let's move over to the street of socials to see how you reacted to the story. Now, Chinaza on Instagram says, "That's a good move, Mr. President. This is why it is good for the Oga at the top to actually be the president in the country. Tinubu answers to no one politically as he is the godfather of politics. If he is good, then Nigeria is lucky to have him. We are tired of president that is someone hidden that will be pulling the string." Okay, whatever that means. Another user here says, if Tinubu is serious about cutting cost of governance in Nigeria, he won't even conceive establishing the office of the First Lady and allocating funds, even 1,000 naira to it. One who can waste money through unconstitutional means should not pretend to cut costs in any other form whatsoever. It is simply a deceit. Whoa, okay. And finally, Omotayo Akorede says, "I am really impressed with President Bola Tinubu, emotional intelligence so far. He listens to the people. Just might end up being the best president Nigeria ever had." Okay, now that is you saying that one. But we'll see how things goes eventually. I mean, there's still a couple of years for him to prove himself worthy of being the best president Nigeria has ever had in the history. Moving over. Now, remember a trending video sometimes last week of the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Let's have a clip of that video being shown to you, and then I'll give you the full gist of what you should know. At a particular man who later claimed to be a soldier, and then he said, "I'm a soldier," but the guy was actually driving a one-way scenario. But anyway, can we move back to it? So the chief of army staff, okay, let's see the video, and of course I'll be here to keep you abreast.
That's even the more reason. They are telling me a soldier. That's even the more reason. I'm going to lock you up. Get out there. Get in down there. Very sorry, sir. This boy are telling me a soldier. Just take 4 of them. They have locked him up. Telling me he's a soldier. Put him there.
Yes, so that was a video that trended during the course of last week precisely. Now, in a new development, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Turi Lagbaja, has condemned a viral verbal assault on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu by persons claiming to be soldiers, in quote, saying the culprit has been arrested in the viral videos. Now, some persons claiming to be officers of the Nigerian army had verbally attacked the governor for ordering the arrest of someone believed to be a soldier who drove against traffic. But days later, the COAS said only one of those behind the videos was actually a soldier and has been arrested. Now let's listen to him verbatim, and I'll go for your reactions.
The soldier that was I want to say that the soldier that was apprehended by the governor of Lagos State while flying on a one-way does not represent the Nigerian army, because but in every respect it contravenes what we stand for, which is discipline as an army, and it contravenes the constitution and the laws of Lagos. And so we frown at that as the army. But for what you allege that soldiers have gone to the social media casting aspersion on the person and the office of the governor of Lagos State, I would say it's only one soldier that has done that. The army has investigated, that soldier has been apprehended, and we are investigating for every other comic acts that you have seen on social media. They are not personnel of the Nigerian army. We have investigated that. From the mode of the dressing of some of them, you will know that they are not personnel of the Nigerian army. One of them was wearing the cap badge upside down. And you will know that that is not a personnel of the Nigerian army. An officer can never do that. So we have investigated some of them, and from the utterance.
Now let's move over to your reactions on social media. So this user says, okay, can we get reactions real quickly? But then I remember, you know, seeing all of this kind of things make me remember that the fact that the part of social media, you should actually be careful what you share and what you post online. So Friday says, going against any law is a punishable offense in any constitutional organizations. Wrong and offenders is penalized, but here in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Interesting. Majority of our government officials and other top influential persons with contact goes against traffic rules. Some follow one way just to catch up with their scheduled program. For instance, in Ghana, you dare not go against traffic rules. Be who you are, whoever you are. I'm sure that's what you wanted to say. There are traffic wardens that must come after such persons, not minding your position as a government official or as an individual. When some persons or group of persons think or feel that they are above the law, such scenarios actually happen. Okay, final reaction on this particular story. Now, this one is asking, why arrest him? Did he commit any offense? Is someone not a Nigerian? Is he above insults? Are soldiers exempted from freedom of speech? Please, it is embarrassing that army arrested the soldier. We have serious issues in Olu, Ihala, Osu, and Uli that requires army, and not this one. Okay, well, whatever you say there, really, whatever you say. Now, my final story for today. The Taraba State Governor, Dr. Abu Kefas, has disclosed plans by his administration to make master's degree the minimum academic qualification. Wait for it, for anyone wishing to teach in the state secondary schools. Now, for primary school, the governor said the minimum academic qualification will be university first degree. Kefas said the current era when the National Certificate of Education is the minimum academic qualification for primary school teachers will soon be over. He added that the study of history as a subject would be reintroduced in the basic education curriculum in schools in the state. The governor stated this during a dinner with journalists in Jalingo on Sunday. The governor urged journalists to monitor the implementation of the state government's free education policy in primary and secondary schools to ensure that all the school administrators were doing the right thing. Now, this was how you reacted to this particular story. This user on Instagram says, so that you can pay them 50K. Meanwhile, you who is talking do not have a degree. Ouch. I say this with all amounts of sincerity. Our colonial masters are better off than our politicians. Okay, another one says, no be to get master's degree, oh, how much una go pay as salary? Master's degree no be beans. Those of us who get know how much we spend. I totally agree with you. And then finally, Kinsley says, this where we are getting it all wrong. Secondary school and primary school teachers don't need higher degrees to be good teachers. They need the right teachers training. Higher degrees does not correlate to better teaching, especially at secondary school level. And finally, on this particular story, this one says, I agree, but you must also pay them like master's degree holders are being paid in other countries. And Zadie Oko says, and hope they will receive master's payments. Okay, so basically it's not just about wanting the teachers to go acquire, the higher degree. Hope you're ready to pay them and compensate them. That's the whole essence of the conversation and how you got to react to it on social media. So we got to wrap up and leave the conversation here. Always, really always an ending conversation right here on TMI Socials. But I really want to thank you for joining me today. Hopefully again tomorrow I will be here to let you know the latest of trending gist on the street of social media. My name is Anu Oluwapo Stevens. Whatever you do, be good and have yourself a great day. See you tomorrow.